So we're doing a nutcracker look today, and to start I am applying a full coverage foundation just to give my skin a very flawless look, because the reference photos that I was using and the one picture that I took from Michael's, like, nutcrackers are like shellacked and veneered, and they are kind of shiny and flawless looking, so that's why I did that. Moving on to the contour, I'm using a cream bronzer to contour out my nose and like the cheek structure and all the other like jaw parts. And I only lightly blend them out, and I do go back and forth between blending and adding more product and blending and adding more product, because whereas I wanted it to be very noticeable, I didn't want there to be like harsh lines. So I don't know if I actually show you in the video, but I do go back and forth, and I do kind of blend and add more and blend and add more product. It's just to what your liking is about how defined you want these lines to be or not to be. It's up to you. I then move on to cheeks, and I'm using just a cream blush stick, and I just make my cheeks really rosy. Some nutcrackers have like 2 red dots, but I like to blend mine out. I thought it was a little bit better looking than just drawing like 2 dots on your cheeks. For eyebrows, I did bold black brows, because that is what nutcrackers have, are like stamped on eyebrows. And so I did make mine a little bit larger than my actual eyebrows, but I just took a cream eyeliner in black and I just filled in my brows like I would kind of normally do, except I just made them like completely filled in and like block-like instead of hair-like strokes, although I'm not the best at hair-like strokes to begin with anyways. After the eyebrows, I did clean them up, and I prepped my eyes with a little bit of concealer just to make sure that there was no like stray color going anywhere. And then I moved on to eyeshadow. I didn't do a lot of eyeshadow. I just set the base with like a cream shade, and then I took a medium brown shade, and I just really messily put it in my crease and brought it out to give a little bit of definition to like a fold. And then I used that same brown eyeshadow for shading all of the like cream bronzer that I put on before. I guess you could call it a contour, just to give it a little bit more depth and definition. I then moved on to the mouth, and full disclosure, I did end up taking off my teeth and redoing them because I added too many initially, but I don't show you that because I use the exact same technique, and for time of this video, I didn't think it was really pertinent. But just make sure that whenever you're actually defining the teeth, don't put too many because it looks kind of weird. I had a really hard time getting the spacing for the teeth right, because I wanted to leave enough room underneath my nose for a mustache, but I also wanted like the nutcracker mouth to be open. It was a whole thing. But I use, again, a cream gel liner in black to define where the opening and the top and bottom of the teeth need to go. And then I use a shadow stick in white to put the actual coloring of the teeth. And then I just define everything with the gel liner. So yeah. Moving on for the mustache, I first took a eyeliner pencil and I just outlined where I wanted the mustache to be, and then I filled it in with some cream liner. If you are trying to recreate these looks at home, don't think that you necessarily need to have like all of the fancy face paints and things like that. A lot of people, myself included, but even a lot of like big special effects names and things like that on YouTube and Instagram and in Hollywood even, just use everyday makeup products like liner to do a lot of the things. So don't think that you need to invest a lot of money. You probably already have a lot of the things that you need in your makeup drawers at home. Although I don't know a lot of people who are turning themselves into a nutcracker often. So there's that. All right, for the eyes, I really wanted to make my eyes a little bit bigger. So I went in again with that white shadow crayon. I think this one's from Sephora. And I just made or extended the eyeball below, kind of basically covering my dark circles, using them as an outline. Holla dark circles. And then shading underneath that to, again, give a little bit more depth and make it seem like they're kind of like set in. And then using black eyeliner to define the top lash line. I do use mascara and lashes. I just use some really, really simple lashes, and I put them on the bottom of the eyeball that I drew on, and then I put them on my actual lash line just to give a little bit of definition. Boop. There we go. Aha. Also, I am wearing a shirt. Moving on to the clothes, like the actual suit that the Nutcracker wears. I do not own a Nutcracker costume, although I would suggest that that would probably be a lot easier for your costuming needs. I just put on a tube top and I just drew one on. I outline it with white eyeliner, and then I go in with my Snazaroo face paint and I paint on the costume. Primarily I'm using red, blue, and gold because of the like 7 reference photos that I was switching back and forth between. This seemed to be the most popular. But yeah, so enjoy watching me paint on my costume. I am no artist or body painter, so painting costumes on me is actually pretty tedious work for me because I just struggle with it so much. But for the like shoulder pads and the buckles on the front, I wanted them to be gold, but I didn't have like a gold paint. So I initially used a light yellow from my Snazaroo palette, and I was not very satisfied with that. So then I ended up taking some gold pigment that I had from, I think, Too Faced, and mixing it with like a mixing liquid, and then putting that over the yellow. It worked out okay. If I had to do this again, I would probably go and pick up a special pigment from like Ben Nye that can be mixed with like water or mixing liquid, so I can have a little bit more of like an opaque gold look to it. But such is life. I have what I have. Then I just took the gel cream liner and I outlined everything just to give it a little bit more definition. For the tassels that hang off of the shoulder, I was running out of mixing liquid, so I didn't use the same gold pigment that I actually painted my shoulder and buckles and collar with. I went in with a liquid glitter eyeshadow. This one is from e.l.f. And I just took the little applicator, which was like perfect tassel size, and I just did little strokes to hang off of the shoulder, and then I went back in with some of that black eyeliner and I just put like a few little detail lines just to give a little bit of definition to the tassels, and I think it came out okay. Again, I have what I have. For the hair, a lot of the nutcrackers that I see look like George Washington, so I just used some good old buffalo snow and I bobby pinned it to my hair, which, to be honest, buffalo snow is like the real MVP for Christmas looks this year. That's what I gotta say. Then I took a black hat that I had from a snowman kit, put a red piece of paper on it and drew the little details on it, bobby pinned it to the fake hair, and away we went with our actual nutcracker look. So this is the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I will link all of the products in the description box below, so if you are interested in recreating this wonderful nutcracker look, you can do that on your own time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.